In a recent patch, we were given an extra 50% magic find for an entire weekend. Blizzard did this obviously because they love these trophy room videos and the things that you guys find. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't find shit. A lucky handful of people found some good stuff this weekend, and an even smaller handful never really needed this weekend in the first place. And those are the ones whose items are probably in this video. We've got some phenomenal finds to show off today, from simple looking bases worth quite a bit to arguably the best melee weapon found so far in the game, fetching offers of nearly 300,000 forum gold online. Let's check them out. Before we jump in, I've got a life-changing fact to share with you guys concerning the sponsor of today's video, Mech Arena. If you're on the shitter at work for 20 minutes a day, that's the equivalent of 1 week of extra vacation time per year. And I might have found you the perfect thing to do while you're sandbagging this extra time. Mech Arena is a free third-person shooter where you can immediately engage in some high-intensity PvP, unlike Bowie and Elite in the Diablo Fighting Championship. Get him. If you're a cheap bastard like me, you'll love two things about this game. First, this game runs really smooth on my ancient device. Here I am, absolutely annihilating players in my first PvP match. And secondly, you can actually do pretty well in the game without spending anything. Mech Arena's got a ton happening this month, kicking things off with an amazing new mech, Orion. Its ability, Hunter's Mark, marks a target for you and your whole team, and makes them take a ton of extra damage. They've also got Battle Pass Season 8, where you can get your hands on some amazing new skins and a bunch of other goodies. They've even got special events where you can win a brand new weapon, the Graviton Beam. So bring your bot battle and badasses to the link below, or just use the QR code that's been floating around on this video, and come join me in Mech Arena. It's free to play on Android and iOS right now. If you use that link, you'll get a free starter pack worth $25. In it, you'll get a Firelight skin, a Prodigy crate, and a Plasma Cannon 4. But what you won't get is my level of PvP skill. That will take you minutes of practice. What are you waiting for? Go download it and start stacking up nubs and piles of scrap. And while you do that, let's check out some of these trophies. We sure have come a long way since the days of the first really GG ring in D2R selling for $4,000. Nowadays, rings have to be extremely good to even be featured in the trophy room. Let's take a look at some of the better ring submissions from this month. Echo Suave submitted this 6-point ring. Now, I will say that rings practically do have to be 6 points on a rare or 4 points on a crafted to really be featured or really be considered a trophy in today's day and age. This one is probably on the lower end of what would be considered a trophy, but it is indeed 6 points. Some people would argue about that poison resist not counting, but I say a resist is a resist. This is probably my favorite ring submission of the month right here. This is a very nice BVC, or Barb versus Caster ring. Got 17 strength AR cast, a nice roll to life, and two of the most important resistances that you can have in PvP. Although the mana on Wilson's ring here is a little low, it's still high enough to count for a point. Got that same AR strength and cast, along with a perfect roll on life, 65 to mana, and 22 fire resist. The next ring is a 4-point crafted ring, and some of you might know that 4 points is basically all you can get on a crafted ring. Even then, not only do you need useful abilities, but you need abilities that complement each other well, and this ring right here is a very, very good one. Big Red Bear submitted this very nice low-level dueling ring right here, which is indeed 6 points for LLD, or I guess 5.5 technically, because mana needs to be at least 60 for it to count as a point. Although most low-level duelers would probably prefer the resist roll here to be cold resist, lightning resist is a good close second on a lot of builds. Fairholm also submitted a very nice 6-point LLD ring. This one does have cold resist on it, and it also has a maximum roll of replenish life plus 5, which is the most that you can get with the ring still having a level requirement of 30 or under. Jaif Bear submitted this rare clasped orb with a required level of 30. Mind you, this thing isn't even socketed with anything, so this is actually true base stats right here. A lot of times Spirit Sword is actually better than a lot of these orbs here. But the cool thing about Hailstone Heart, love the alliteration on this item too, is that it also gives a very nice boost to mana and life. This makes it so that you can use this without necessarily giving up those benefits from Spirit Sword. Bowie submitted what he thinks is likely the #1 trap assassin assassin circlet for low-level dueling, and I gotta say, he's probably right. It's extremely rare to find a 230-22 open socket in LLD. That alone probably makes this worth quite a bit, and definitely one of the top trapper helms in low-level dueling. Another LLD item worthy of pointing out here is one that was submitted by Fax. Look at this. This is an Artisan's Mage Plate of the Squid with a perfect 80 to life roll. If it goes any higher than 80, the level requirement is greater than 30. Same with the number of sockets. The coolest thing about this is not only is it a perfectly rolled item for low-level dueling, and a very desirable one, but also it was a failed set item. You can tell by the double durability there. A very cool find. Derek submitted what is probably the best pre-buff barb helm for LLD. Fax also showed off one of the best necro shields I've seen in Diablo 2 Resurrected so far. +5 to both Bone Spirit and Bone Spear. And it looks like Lewiska might have found probably the top fire skills amulet for low-level dueling here. It's a very nice 6-point amulet and definitely something to write home about. Many people submit rare weapons in the Discord, but it takes a special eye to know which ones are actually good. Diaz pointed us in the direction of these rare matriarchal javelins. Currently, the bids on JSP are 270,000 forum gold for this absolute gem of an item. Someone did bid 1 million there, but something tells me that's a fake bid. These are, of course, E-Rep and Cruel. Not only do they have those +2 to Javelin and Spear skills, but arguably most important, they have the 40% IAS and a huge boost to attack rating. Very nice trophy and probably some of the best javs we've ever seen. There were some other very nice Javelins submitted, one here by Legalize. These are probably on par with the last pair, honestly. They have a lot more enhanced damage, but not quite as much attack rating. Still a very nice pair of Javelins. The Seaward submitted this next pair right here, very similar. This is a Winged Harpoon, Cruel, and Masters mod, in addition to the 40% increased attack speed. Usually what Zons are looking for in E-Rep javelins like this is extremely high physical damage. This is the highest of the three that we've looked at so far, nearly 600 base throw damage. One person in particular in the Discord that really understands what he's talking about when it comes to rare items that are actually worth something is Pat Algorithm. This Loathbite Phase Blade right here allegedly sold for 40,000 forum gold. Of course, to have an F phase blade, you need to find this as either a dimensional blade or a crystal sword and up it with the Herodric Cube formula. A lot of people might know that when you up a dimensional blade or a crystal sword, that's ethereal. When it's a phase blade, it doesn't have durability, so therefore it is indestructible. This one also doesn't have anything socketed in it, but it would look very nice with either a 40-15 or even a low rune in this. Pat also submitted this Demon Edge Berserker Axe here. Very nice stats in general on this. Cruel, Masters, max damage, attack rating, 2 sockets, and some increased attack speed. Melee weapons tend to fetch a huge profit because not a lot of people pick them up or understand why they're good, but this is a prime example of some of the abilities on these rare weapons that are extremely good and make them very, very valuable. Let's move on to some helms. I was so ready to make this entire video around this helm right here. This was the original photo that was actually submitted in one of the trade channels, but it definitely caught my attention. This is written in Chinese. However, if this was in English, it would look like this. This is actually the best possible Zon helm that you could find. There were many rumors that were floating around about this helm right here, but a couple of people in the Discord verified that this was indeed fake. Really too bad. I was talking with who I thought might have been the seller on Discord. Dude straight up fucking lied to me. Oh yeah, I sold it for 500 bear runes. What a fuck boy. But man, I was really hoping that item was real. But we did have some other very nice helm submissions here. You're gonna have a 1-socket helm. Kratos submitted this nice sorceress helm right here. 230-20, 26 strength, 79 mana, and fire res. Very nice on an immortal sorceress or many different types of ES sorceresses. Emrod actually submitted 2 extremely nice druid helms. The first one here being 222 open socket with a nice base roll of life. He put 2 life resistance jewels in this. Additionally, it spawned with +10 to strength. This is one of the best druid diadems I have ever seen. He also submitted this max block druid helm right here. This is an item that a druid would keep in his stash, but when he needs it, it is one heck of an item to have. Anver submitted this extremely sexy Paladin circlet. And we also saw our first 100% perfect Artisan's Diadem of Speed. It's 100% perfect because of the 60 roll to defense. A very nice find. The next helm here actually reminds me of one of the dupes that used to exist in Diablo 2 LOD. I believe that one was 222 open socket with teleport charges, but this one is very close. 2 to assassin skills, 30-20, 20 all resist, and teleport charges. Now, while those teleport charges do seem really cool, it's very rare and niche situations where you can actually use that over Enigma. Would be really nice if items that spawned with teleport charges would actually spawn with a significant number of them. Let's move on to some miscellaneous stuff. Ballistics submitted this nearly perfectly rolled jewel. Anytime you find a jewel that has 4 useful mods that roll nearly perfectly on it, it's probably going to be worth something. These can roll up to 60 to attack rating, 9 to strength, 9 to dex, and 10 to all resistances. For the strength, dex, and res alone, this jewel is worth quite a bit. The attack rating could be very useful on some niche builds. And this submission right here from Damn Homie makes you say, damn, homie. Perfect 60 to attack rating roll, 2 9 to min damage rolls combining into 18 to min damage. That is indeed perfect. If that enhanced damage would have rolled 30%, I would think this jewel would almost be priceless. Still though, even with the 20% enhanced damage, this jewel is an absolute gem and a definite trophy. It's very rare to see boots in the trophy section these days, but if you're gonna see them, they should probably look like this. Solid 6 points, all of them extremely useful in PvP. And what would a trophy room video be without a Sorrel submission? Sorrel submitted likely what are the best crushing blow gloves we've seen. These are 2010s with 15 to both strength and dexterity. King Al Capone submitted this Hand of Justice base, and it's probably the best one we've seen. It might seem very simple, but believe it or not, it's extremely rare to find a base like this. Even though it isn't superior, it has +3 to conviction, +3 to fist, and it has to roll that 4 sockets in order for you to be able to make Hand of Justice in it. It's an extremely good item for an Oridin here. And in fact, this is the only 3/3 Caduceus I've seen on D2R. Random Logic submitted this nice +2 to lightning skills 20 cast amulet here. This is very nice for a lightning sorceress, especially one that is ES based with a +100 roll to mana and all resistances +16. Very sexy amulet. And speaking of sexy amulets, Villy takes the video submission cake this month. He recorded himself rolling a 220 Necro amulet. Although this isn't quite what some would consider a trophy, it's really cool that he caught this on tape. It's still extremely nice and far from basic, with a roll to all resistances and strength. And that's it for the trophy room this month. If you have any items that you found in Diablo 2 Resurrected and you would think that they deserve to be in a video like this, make sure you join up in the Discord. There's a link in the description down below. Look for that trophy room and put up your best finds. I'll see you over there.